New laptop, new not-so unboxing. Welcome to the Razer Blade. It features an i7 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, multiple options for the monitor, multiple options for the hard drive, but most importantly, it has a full-fledged 1060 in it. There's no M at the end of the word. Let's get this started. All right, and here it is. Everything you get inside of the box. A charger, the laptop itself, instructions, but most importantly, stickers. The laptop is built very solid. It's made out of a solid aluminum body, kind of like a MacBook Pro. And I'm not sure if you've ever used an old MacBook Pro or even one of the older Razer Blades, but the solid aluminum body can take a beating. I had a MacBook Pro for about 9 years. 6 years into it, I had the only problem with the body itself, and that's that I broke a hinge. The reason why I spent the extra money on a Razer Blade as opposed to buying an Asus or an MSI is their build qualities are phenomenal. I love the way they look and feel, and I don't feel like I'm gonna break it like I do the MSIs or the Asus with either a plastic body or a very flimsy aluminum body. Let's take a look at more of the laptop. Turning to the inside of the laptop, you can tell it's even kind of laid out like a MacBook Pro. There's a vent on the left and the right of the keyboard. The mouse pad is centered to the keyboard as opposed to being off to the left like most gaming laptops, and it's got a monitor. The keyboard itself is great. I kind of love all the color options that you normally get with the gaming laptop, and this is nothing different. The keys even feel great to type with, and I can see long gaming sessions with this keyboard. The mouse pad is awesome too. It's very responsive with gestures and everyday use. Let me stress everyday use. The MSI I used to have was very wonky at best. Sometimes it wouldn't even register your normal swipes with the mouse cursor on the screen. And for something that's the biggest point of control of a laptop, it's kind of important for that to work right. As we move down to the buttons, the right and left click buttons, those are kind of my only issues with this laptop as of right now. They're very thin, and I feel like I have trouble finding them when I'm using the laptop. I'm sure over time I'll be able to click them easier with no problem, but as of right now, it's my only issue with the laptop. Other than that, the screen looks great, the keys feel awesome, and the mouse pad works awesome too. The available input outputs are as follows. A Thunderbolt USB Type-C, a USB 3.0, an HDMI 1.4B, all on the right side of the laptop. As we spin her around, we will see a headphone microphone jack, 2 more USB 3.0s, and then finally the power adapter port, which is nice because it's at the top and not near the middle of the laptop like some gaming laptops, so this won't get in your way at all. The only thing this laptop is actually missing is an SD card reader. Being a video and sometimes photo editor, it's nice to have one of those just so I can quickly upload files. Alright, so comparison time. This is the old MSI laptop that I did a review of and that I used to use as my daily gaming and editing driver. This is the new Razer. Let's start off with the charging bricks themselves. The old MSI, although thin, is very fat, which makes it still big. So when you're trying to fit into a laptop bag with a lot of stuff in it, it makes it kind of hard to fit everything in there. The Razer, though, is very small and very petite for a laptop that outputs so much power. For me, I have laptop bags that are constantly full of things. Being a DJ, you always have tons of cables and other things inside of your laptop bag that's gonna fill it up. So having a smaller charging cable makes a world of difference. So I have to love and thank Razer for just how small they were able to make this. The next thing I want to talk about is just build quality and overall feel. If we were running this video 2 years and had the same specs on both laptops, I really wish I went for the Razer Blade back then. This, although it seemed like a better deal, wound up being not that great. It's very thin sheet aluminum, which means the laptop can bend very easily. The mouse pad felt like garbage. Other than that, it was a great laptop, but those two things just made me feel like I bought a very cheap product. This, though, it has that same feel of like what Apple gives you, where, you know, it's built very well. It feels like something you're gonna have for a very long time. And it just, the mouse pad and everything, just, it makes a world of difference between these two laptops. So I would recommend, if you're between spending, you know, $1,800 or $1,700 on this and $2,000 on this, or I think it starts at $1,900, I would recommend going with the Razer hands down, especially if you know you're gonna have this laptop for a while. That's been my review. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. Thank you for watching. All right, sorry. This is a little bit of a PS. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know what the 2 megapixel camera looked like and kind of what the audio sounded like when, just talking on the computer. A few other things I just kind of want to mention about this laptop too. The charging cable is actually a braided cable, which is cool looking, but I find when I wind, cables that are braided, they kind of bunch up. That's like my third gripe for this computer. So the only issues I really have, the negligible one is the clicky buttons. The one that I really can't forgive too much is that, there's no SD card port, which would make this thing so much better and so much easier for video editing. And the third thing, again, a really small one, kind of like the clicky thing, the right and left click mouse buttons, is just that braided cable. It looks nice, it feels nice, but in practice, I kind of feel like it bunches up. But yeah, so I hope I like the video and the audio of this, but this is just a video audio test. Also, another question that you might have is, what version of the laptop did you get? I got the 1080p version monitor with the 512 gigabyte hard drive because I feel like 256 isn't really enough and 4K is too much, especially for a GTX 1060. Other than that, I honestly think this is this is easily the best laptop I've ever owned. I'm extremely happy that I bought it, and I can't wait to see kind of, just where it takes me and everything. That's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you guys won't hesitate to ask any questions, I guess. But yeah, cool. That's it. Have a good day, guys.